Hi everyone, Rachel from North Brisbane Psychologists here. Today I wanted to talk to you about a new service that we are offering at North Brisbane Psychologists called Couples Marathon Therapy. You might be able to hear the music I'm playing in the background. A little bit of Beatles. A little bit of We Can Work It Out, which is almost the tagline of our Marathon Couples Therapy service. So I wanted to say a little bit about why I am so passionate about doing couples work, as are some of the other therapists in our practice. Most of you wouldn't know this about me, but I went through a divorce myself in 2008, and it was one of the most difficult experiences of my personal life. I felt very alone. It was a very heart-wrenching time in the months leading up to the separation and afterwards. And it was so drawn out, as a lot of these things are, and there's so much pain on both sides, and a kind of pain that you can't seek comfort, in your ex for. Your ex, or even when you're still together, your partner, who's so implicated in your pain, is not usually able to give you the empathy you need to heal from that pain. This is often a time when people seek out therapy. About 40% of people who seek psychological help, in fact, come for relationship problems, not just romantic relationships, work or family as well. This, so far from being unusual, marital conflict, breakups, relationship difficulties are very common reasons people come to see psychologists. That's actually a time when I sought out a therapist for myself, and it was one of the best investments I ever made. Anyway, the personal reasons aside, or the personal story aside, this experience made me very passionate about helping couples, often couples who come to see us. I think I might play that Beatles song again. Have children, and whatever we can do as therapists to either help them stay together and role model better behaviour for their children, or if they separate, do so more amicably and co-parent cooperatively. If I can help people do that, and it benefits them and perhaps their children if they have children, or definitely will benefit their children if they're in the picture, then I want to do that. So the problem with couples therapy is this though. In our practice, we work on a 1-hour session model. So I might see 3 clients in a row, have a half an hour break, another 3 clients. And that's how my shift or my day is set up, 1-hour sessions. And it's difficult to do anything else. You could do half-hour sessions or 2-hour sessions, but 1 hour is the norm, Just as we're getting into some really deep, important issues and making really good headway, sometimes the hour is up. So the beauty, among other things, of the marathon couples work is that we have 6 to 7 or more, if we need it, hours in one day, and likewise on the second day, to work through the issues, to do structured processes and interventions. Let me just tell you a bit about this 2-day marathon couples service that we offer now. First of all, I'll put a link in this post so you can read more about it, but people come for a range of reasons to marathon. They might have grown apart emotionally, become disengaged. They might have a lot of conflict and power struggles, communication difficulties. There could be extra relational affairs, emotional or physical, and jealousy. There could be some really big divisions where there's conflict around roles or values or beliefs. No sex life is another reason for couples to seek out therapy, or suspected emotional abuse. So what are the details here? Well, we do an assessment to start with, the Gottman Relationship Health Checkup Survey. That will give us, it takes about 2 hours to complete, it's massive, but it gives us a report at the end. The therapist gets a report, and it gives us so much data, more than we'd probably gather in 5 or 6 sessions, all in one place. It's invaluable data. There's my bird, if you can hear him outside. That helps us to plan for the therapy. We can prioritize the issues, figure out what this couple needs specifically, and plan the processes and interventions that will be most targeted to this relationship and the needs of both people. We have processes and interventions to deal with really old conflicts that still remain unresolved, past hurts and old resentments. We can repair that no matter how long ago that was. If it's still sitting there affecting the relationship, it's important to find a way to process it without falling back into it. We can strengthen people's friendships. We can teach non-defensive communication and empathic listening. We can help people find ways to spice up their intimacy. So, we can give advice and talk from the research and plan with a couple on how they're going to work towards their goals and reach their goals. What else might you want to know about marathon therapy? We have a beautiful location where we hold the marathon therapy in Redcliffe at the Oaks Moncono Hotel, which is right on the water, looking over beautiful Moreton Bay. That's part of the price that's included. There are 3 of us at North Brisbane Psychologists who do the marathon couples therapy: myself, Naeem Kozak, and Pia Jones. So what do you get when you do a marathon therapy? You get this detailed assessment and intake sessions with your psychologist beforehand. You get a personalised work booklet to work through over the 2 days and afterwards. You get a check-in appointment after the therapy. You get free overnight accommodation if you want it at the hotel where we do the therapy, and a highly experienced psychologist who's had extensive training in the Gottman method as well as other methods of couples counselling. So I just want to end by saying marathon sessions are really effective because they gain a lot of momentum. Instead of having 1 hour of counselling once a week or once a fortnight and losing momentum, these marathon sessions really drive change by creating all this momentum. The couples are so focused on their relationship, they move through the interventions and the processes and all those old attachment injuries much more quickly. So give me a call, Rachel, if you are interested in marathon couples sessions or you know anybody who might be. I'll see you next time. Bye.